So it's day 14, and I've played a lot of music today. This morning in the sight reading quartet that I play with, I played first violin instead of viola, and we read through the Haydn Farmyard Quartet and Beethoven Opus 59 number 3, which is something I've never even heard before. That was a trip. I got home and I played piano for a while. I started playing again last night because I miss playing piano. I started my freshman year of college, as most every music major does, unless they've already played piano. I started learning in college, and then after I got my proficiency, I continued to play until grad school. And I was taking secondary lessons my first semester of grad school, but my wrist injury, my left hand was getting really, really bad. And I had to go back into physical therapy, and it turns out that the first thing to go was piano lessons, because dealing with injury and physical therapy on top of recital prep and orchestra concerts and chamber music, something had to go, and it ended up being piano, which made me sad. But I'm gonna start playing again by myself for my own amusement. Also, because piano, mine is electric, so it's a stable tuning, and I think it would be nice to start and end my days. So before I start playing violin and right before I go to bed, play piano to help, center my ear, my brain's intonation. You get it on something that this may not be 440 or 441 or 442. I'm going to have to change this every once in a while, but that's just a couple of hertz. That's not a huge deal. I think playing piano will help my intonation a lot. So I'm doing that. I am starting back up on Schraddick and Wolfhart. I started playing those in supplementing the Hour last summer when I first got the Hour books, because I played the Schraddick in college. It was the first thing that all of us freshmen did. It's the School of Violin Techniques Book 1. You see the little kitty sticker on it. That means I completed the book, and I looked through it, and it only, considering that I just spent a lot of time injured and unable to practice, I think 3.5 semesters isn't bad. I was only like a semester behind my classmates. So one of the things that all freshmen did, regardless of performance or ed or BA, regardless of degree, we all had to play Schraddick number 1, and we all were supposed to get it. The performance majors were expected to get it to 144 or higher. Other people, just as fast as possible. But the point for us was to get this etude at Sautier 144, which is to help us move our fingers and our bow at the speed roughly that we'll need for excerpts such as Mendelssohn, Midsummer Night's Dream, and the Schumann Scherzo, which I have yet to get good at all. So I think today I'm going to play just the first 6 lines of the Schraddick across all 4 strings, and I'm going to bump up my metronome as I go, because I did make it up to 144 earlier today, and I think I'm just going to work in chunks. And the way that my teacher did it, and many teachers do, is they break up this first etude into 6-line chunks, and then each chunk you play on a different string. It's all written on the A string, but you just read the finger patterns on a different string. It's kind of a mind fuck for a while at the beginning, but then you get used to it. So I'm just going to play some Schraddick today, and maybe some Wolfhart tomorrow. I don't know. I'm kind of losing my direction right now, and I don't want to keep playing the same part of the chaconne over and over. So here is Schraddick. I'm going by the metronome markings that my teacher gave me when I started this back in 2010, which our first lesson, my goal was to get the whole etude up to 60 beats per minute, which is not hard. So that's why I'm only doing the first 6 lines and I'm not doing repeats. And I'm gonna aim to get it up to 144 right now in this video, just the first 6 lines. Still a little bit of a brain fart there. We're going up to 90 next, kind of a big jump. I'm supposed to do slur 8 and separate, so I guess I'll do the repeats on this one, maybe. I've never played it this way before. Let me give it a shot. Strange. On to 110. And this is supposed to be slur 8, slur 16, and separate. So, I'll go for slur 16 and separate on the repeat. So the next thing, I have no idea why, but it looks like quarter note equals 60 again. So we're going to skip that and go to the next one, which is quarter equals 120. So another 10 beats per minute higher. And this is supposed to be slurred and separate, so I guess it's slur 16 and separate again. Oh no. next one says 120 double notes separate. And I think that was to help me get the stroke for sautier. But I'm going to skip that and go down to... I'm actually going to skip 126. I'm going to go straight to 132, and then I'll skip 136 and go straight to 144, just for time. So on to 132. And I think at this point I'm just separate the whole time. Not bad. On to 144. I think I'll do this across all 4 strings just to test myself. So, obviously, I need to practice. The third line is something that I fumbled like every time. It used to be the second measure of the second line, the final beat, going back to my first finger. After playing with these 2 fingers has always been a stumbling point for me. But apparently also just going is something that's beyond me. So it's probably beyond me because I did an entire semester's worth of acceleration in 15 minutes. So that's something that I'm going to work on more this week is getting that sautier going better so that I can start doing the baby super duper slow practice learning through the Schumann Scherzo, because I've seen that on a few auditions floating around and I have learned it once and it was bad. And I hear that every time you come back to the Schumann Scherzo it gets a little bit better. So this will be my second time coming back to the Schumann Scherzo. So hopefully it'll maybe just be like a dried turd now instead of a fresh, stinky, wet one. I don't know. That Schumann Scherzo is just a mess. So that'll be coming at you sometime in the future. Schumann Scherzo, Midsummer Night's Dream, and Don Juan are going to be things that I'm going to try to pick up and just do regularly. Eventually. I don't know when. I don't have a goal for when. But sometime this year, I'm going to start absorbing excerpts into my daily routine so that I can be more prepared to take auditions that just pop up out of the blue. So, I will be back tomorrow, day 14. Day 14? Day 15. Because today's the 15th, tomorrow's the 16th. Tomorrow will be day 15. and I have no idea what I'm going to play. Not Shrodic, maybe Chacon. Who knows? It's always a surprise because I'm incapable of planning ahead. See you tomorrow.